We don't have a script to follow or big-time endorsements. We're not professional hunters.
No such thing in this country.
We are professional outfitters.
Trust me, that's as close as it gets.
We guide lots of hunters each season.
We put them on deer.
And I mean good deer.
We're deer thugs.
Mossy Oaks Deer Thugs is presented by Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart.
Section 1, question 6.
Are morning or evening hunts more productive?
People ask a lot, what's more productive, morning or evening hunts? Depends how you scout.
Justin Akins, Canadian River Hilton.
If you do your homework, if you're scouting as much in the mornings as you are in the evenings, you know where them deer are leaving the feed sources and going back to their bedding areas, they should be equally 50-50 productive. If you're just going out in the afternoons after you get off work and doing most of your scouting then, you're going to know their afternoon habits. As an outfitter, we've got to make both productive, and ours are about 50-50. If I've got to say across the board in our general area, probably more deer are killed in the afternoons than they are in the mornings, because a lot of people are just going to the wheat fields and the food plots and waiting for the deer to come to them at that time of day.
I was going to come up to hunt with Justin this year. Really didn't know what to expect, but as with any new place, always excited about coming. As always, first thing we do is check our equipment.
Well, Kevin, I'm glad you came out.
I'll tell you what, I've been looking forward to this. I've come through this country 100 times, but I've never stopped and hunted it.
Oh!
Tell me what we're going to be doing tomorrow.
I've got you about a 40-foot climbing stand.
Good. I was hoping you had one.
Talking to Jimmy and Fred, and they said that you really like the heights.
Well, I hope you only got the climbing sticks up to about 30 foot, because I like to shimmy up the tree the rest of the way.
Well, John will have to get up ahead of you. He can throw them down.
Good. Yeah. I'll tell you what, I was really looking forward to that too. What's this 85-degree weather and full moon going to do to us?
Well, it's not going to be our best friend. But
same thing it does in Texas.
If we're planning on hunting, we got to hunt.
We'll go do our time on stand and hope for the best. But I promise you, it's going to be better than sitting here. What you think?
Can't kill them in camp.
Can't kill them in camp. Let's go get something to eat. You know, we were pumped. Of course, anytime you get to go out and hunt, you should be pumped.
Mossy Oaks Deer Thugs is brought to you by Walmart, Ram Truck Brand, Quaker Boy, Lethal, Mossberg, and by Precision Shooting Equipment.
Section 1, question 6.
Are morning or evening hunts more productive?
Generally, evening hunts are more productive most of the time.
Kevin Burleson, heart of Texas bow hunting.
We changed tactics a little bit. Never hunt over a food source morning, simply because you're busting deer out going to a food source when you hunt right on it. They're there feeding all night long, so that's when you need to set up between their bedding and the food source. But both effective, but when you hunt it right, the evening is generally more productive. Got up bright and early first morning. Took us to a deep cut, heavily wooded cut. We're going to be up in a tree. So 15, 16 foot ladder stand, I was very comfortable in. Looked great to me. There we are, October 16th. We're up with Justin Akins. Anybody just come up, check out his place. We're in a cottonwood tree, watching a travel route coming through here. Sagebrush hills all around. This is beautiful stuff. Sun coming up. Man, I'm excited. We're gonna hope for the best. It can happen at any time, even on 85, 86 degree day like today's gonna be. But we're gonna sit here and take it all in. Hope it happens. Again, trying conditions for sure, but hey, it's hunting. As it slowly got light and then lighter and lighter, still had nothing. You know, we're an hour into daylight now, and I thought, well, we had missed them. They had already come through early. I thought I heard something over my shoulder and looked down, and right beside me was a great big mature 6-point. Hey, come on out here. It's that old call 6-point Justin was telling us about. Man, that's an old deer. Big old gnarly thing that snuck in on us all of a sudden, and behind him was 2 or 3 does. Uh-oh, here got some does too. Uh-oh, he's cooking these things up. Man, they just came in quiet and were on us all of a sudden. I, you know, had already been told by Justin about this buck, the possibility of him showing up, and he said if he shows up, you know, we need to take him out of the herd. So we immediately went into hunt mode.
Blake, with the growing popularity of the expandable broadheads, a lot of people are switching over to expandable. They hadn't shot them before. A lot of people ask me, I've got kids, my wife's starting to bow hunt now. Are they pulling enough poundage to shoot expandable broadheads? What's your opinion on that?
Well, there's a lot of things to consider. The breakover point that I tell people to think about is 45 pounds. Now, if you're shooting 45 pounds, and especially with today's high performance, really aggressive bows, you can produce enough energy to use an expandable. You know, the expandables today at 45 pounds out of today's bows, especially like our Stiletto, our Chaos, which is our women's and some of our kids' bows, you get great performance, and you can, 45 pounds you can get away with an expandable, and I really, really like them.
The person really needs to know their bow and how hard it shoots. It basically boils down to more energy than it does poundage, doesn't it?
Exactly, and that's when you have to look at how heavy is the arrow that they're shooting. Are they set up to get the most kinetic energy that they can get? Look at that 45-pound mark. I think that's kind of the break right there.
Well, that'll kind of give me something to pass along.
All right, thank you.
So we immediately went into hunt mode. Snuck the bow off the deal and got stood up on it. Here it comes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, got the doves blowing. What is she doing? I'm gonna take him. He's gonna bugger. Here we go. Here we go. He turned sideways, I drew back and fixing to get on him, and sun coming in directly to my side, and I looked through the peep and saw nothing but a glare. I couldn't see my pins at all. Oh no, sun. And I could just make out the image of it, and I had to keep looking away and looking back, looking away and looking back, and finally got where I thought I needed to be, and I was very confident about it.
Section 1.
Question 12.
What percentage of buck activity takes place at night?
At least 80%.
60%,
70.
80%.
75%.
Rapid Fire is brought to you by Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart. Mossy Oaks Deer Thugs is brought to you by Come Here, Deer. Charlie O Products. New Fletch. Scott Archery. Schwacker Broadheads. And by Mossy Oak Brand Camo.
Section 1, question 6.
Are morning or evening hunts more productive?
It varies.
Jimmy Riley, Giles Island.
We've got a long season over on Giles Island in Mississippi. It's 4 months long. It starts October 1, goes to January 31. And what I've noticed over the years is we'll go along there for a couple of weeks and the morning hunts are more productive. We're seeing more deer in the morning. And then all of a sudden something changes and then we're not seeing as many deer in the morning, but we're seeing a lot in the afternoon. Maybe they're coming to the food plots, you know, the fertilizer just kicked in or whatever. It's a whole bunch of different things that makes the deer change their patterns. So for us, you know, we'll see it morning time better, then all of a sudden it changes to the afternoon, and it might swap 3 or 4 times throughout the season. And overall, I think we kill just as many deer in the morning as we do in the afternoon.
There he is. Oh yeah. Watch him, watch him, watch him. Bam! He's down, man. He's down, dude. How about that? Whew. Man, that big dude snuck in on us. Hey, he ain't pretty, but he needed to come out, and he's an old whitetail buck. Man, that was cool. I immediately texted Justin, told him that that big boy did show up, and as I thought he would be, he was pretty excited about getting him out of the herd. He had been slipping through the cracks for a while now, and we happened to take him out first morning out. It was a great hunt. Let's go find that boy. Look here, right here. Swagger, swagged him. One more time. Man, that's a great broadhead. All right, he ain't far. Oh yeah. Hey. And there he is right there. Man, he didn't go 40 yards. Good Lord, look at the body on that dude. Holy cow. Look at that. Wow. Oh, that thing's 250 pounds, man. Check this out. Man, I didn't know the deer were so big up here. Look at that body on him. That is just a big, old, mature buck. Been sneaking around all his life. Hey, Justin's got it going on out here. Unbelievable property to hunt out here. Anyway, fantastic, man. That dude has got character all over him. I am pumped, tickled. We need to get a tag on him, get that boy loaded up, take him back and show him off. Man, that's cool. All right, let's go get the truck. What a hunt. Great stuff.
Call Thug with Chris Kirby.
Chris, I really believe everybody kind of realizes how effective calling can be, but is it more effective early season or late season?
You know, Kevin, I think it's really relative, A, to your deer herd, and B, to where you're at during the season. I mean, when we say early or late, are we talking, you know, middle of summer, there's not much going on. As we get closer and closer to the rut, the activity picks up. We know deer are on their feet more. But early on in the season, calls can be extremely effective. I guess the scenario early on, I may bleat once or twice, you know, a little grunt here or there. Just kind of a deer know it's coming. They can feel it happening in their body. They know it's coming, and just that little bit can pull them over the edge and get them into bow range. As the season progresses and we get into that peak rut and deer are on their feet more, and the activity is intensified, that's when I'm gonna grunt, I'm gonna bleat, I'm gonna rattle, I'm gonna snort wheeze, I'm really gonna throw a lot at them that time of the year. But is it more effective early or late? I think it's effective all season long. It's just relative to the scenario you're in.
Yeah, well, you're gonna let the deer kind of tell you, dictate what to do and how to do it. Yeah, well, great tip.
Call Thug, brought to you by Deer Thug Calls, powered by Quaker Boy.
Next morning, made game plans. We debated here and there. Justin had thought about several different stands, but he had told us that the stand that we actually started out in was a great north wind spot. You know, this is the second morning after we had whacked the deer right there, and you really never know about those situations, whether you booger them there or not. But hey, I'm not going to question the man that owns the place. Got up in there, same thing, an hour before daylight. Very quiet early on. It was 8:30, 8:45 in the morning that the first deer showed up, and they were skirting us up on the hillside and went over the edge, downwind from us. I thought, oh boy, this is what's going to happen the rest of the morning. I mean, we're getting well into morning now, mid-morning, and all of a sudden I heard a thump, and I looked over, and buck, 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 2 bucks. As a shooter, don't move. Man, in comes 2 really nice bucks, and they're right on us again. Oh, they're coming right under us. Didn't get a whole lot of footage of them coming in, but anyway, we did get them milling around there. Oh, they're on edge. The wind's come spooky. All of a sudden the deer turns and starts walking off, and we thought it was over right there. Where you going? Where you going?
Section 1, question 6.
Are morning or evening hunts more productive?
Early season, give me all afternoons. Late season, I want all mornings.
Fred Law, Enon Plantation.
This is why I think so. Once again on the food supply. Early season, it's plentiful. Deer can feed at night, get filled up, there's no rut activity going on, so they're laying up. Okay, by late afternoon, they're starting to get hungry again, so they're on their feet moving, and you have a chance to harvest them. Late season, food supply is dwindling. The deer have to work a little bit harder, travel a little bit further to food source, plus you got rut activity going on, so you got a chance of catching more deer in the morning time on their feet. So early, afternoon, late morning.
One and 6.
Are morning or evening hunts more productive?
You know, our place, the evening's always been more effective.
Charlie O'Brien, the Catch-22 Ranch.
In Illinois, I seem to see a lot more deer, early in the morning. So it's just really, I can't say one or the other, but I think it's, home, it's better in the evening. And, Illinois, up that area, we've seen like more success in the morning.
Oh, they're on edge. The wind's come spooky. All of a sudden the deer turns and starts walking off, and we thought it was over right there. Where you going? Where you going? For some reason, he turned back around and he came back in and got almost in the same place again. Oh, he's coming back. He's coming back. We made another little adjustment on the camera by hanging off on our toes, but oh, there's my shot. Watch it, watch it, watch it. He's down. He's down, man. What do you think of that? Got the job done. Deer stood in the right place. Made a great shot on him.
We're gonna go down here. Kevin just gave us a call, said he stuck a nice buck. Hollered and wants to come down here and help him find it. See what we can do, see what he's got. Got our little helper Rio here. Rio's gets on a blood trail, makes things pretty easy sometimes. Easy. Stay. Sit right there. Not that I doubt you're shooting, but I brought a little help here just in case, you know. Even if we don't need him, it's just good to keep him tuned up.
Yeah, anything we can do to shorten our efforts here, we're gonna do it. But anyway, let's check on my area first.
Come over here, see if we can find a little sign. Tell you what, we got a lot of sign to get started on right here.
He ain't gonna be hard to track, I don't believe.
Real. Come here, bud. Come here, bud. Drag him up. I tell you what, I don't see that dog. So that dog hadn't went far.
And he's stopped?
And the dog's staying. That dog is 51 yards right there, and he ain't going nowhere. I think this tracking job might be over.
Yeah. I didn't figure it would be too awful hard, but let's go see what we got, huh?
I'm ready. I'm anxious.
I see bone.
There ain't just a dog down. There's a big buck down.
He's sitting right on the deer, man. Good boy. Yeah, boy. Look at that deer.
Good job, Rio. Good job, Kevin.
Check that dude out, man.
Where'd he go? Good
job,
nice buck there.
Hey, thank you, buddy. Man, I've had a great time.
Well, I'm glad you finally got up here to hunt with me. And
don't get much better than that, does it? Hey, let's load him up, get back, show him off, and get a little breakfast, huh?
all right, sounds good.